Hello, beautiful people. It's Celia Musoning Zanyele here. Welcome to this YouTube channel. If you're coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, welcome. If you are a return subby and new subscribers, welcome. You are highly appreciated for your time and data that you are spending watching my videos. Now, I want to talk about Owamie. I came across Owamie's interview with another podcast called Illegal Podcast. The Illegal Podcast did an interview with Owamie, which I think, giving my honest opinion of how it was, starting with her supporting that podcast. I mean, it is a podcast that is very small. You can tell that it's still new because it has got 1,000 and less than 1,200 subscribers. When I watched, it was at 1,100 and something. Maybe it's more now because people have subscribed because of Owamie. So it was great of her to have agreed to go and support that podcast. As small as it is, as big as she is. And the way she handled that podcast, my goodness. I loved her posture. I loved her like her speech, the way she was. It was like she rehearsed for that interview. And to think that she was amongst the three men, two males that you can see from the camera, and the ghost guy that is in the background. As you know, all these podcasts have got to have ghosts for some reason. So the ghost guy as well was there, who was the Zulu traditional man, apparently. Now, the interview, I'm not going to analyze the whole interview because it was very, very long. And unfortunately, when I looked at it for the first time, I just dwelled in it and focused in it. I did not think of recording at that time. I thought about recording later on, and now I don't have enough time to record the whole episode of the interview. So I was skipping there and there. So I'll just talk about some parts that I remember, and then some parts that I managed to record, I will play along. I liked where they started. They started with her explaining the burning issue, which is the divorce party. The guy who is I think is the owner of the podcast, or whether that podcast is theirs jointly, I'm not sure. But that guy, I'm not sure that guy's name, who he is. Maybe I'll get it later, but for now, I'll just call them the illegal podcast guys. That's all I can say. Okay, now the main interviewer was asking Owamie, what is the divorce party? I like her answer. I want you to listen to her answer.
We've got a divorce party, first of all.
The 1st of October, 2022. And there's a huge surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Divorce party. What is a divorce party?
A celebration of a successful detachment from a stumbling block.
Did you hear that? Yes. She says the celebration of a successful detachment from a stumbling block. I wouldn't put it that bluntly, but that is actually what it is. And like I said in one of the videos, if I were to be given an opportunity for a divorce party, I would grab it with both hands shaped. I do not want to lie. I really do believe that every woman that has been through hell and back and managed to get a divorce and they want to celebrate it, they are entitled to, and they should be allowed to. People who think no divorce party, it's what it's what. Hey guys, let them be. Some of us have been through hell and back, guys. You know, as I keep doing story times, giving you a picture of what happened in my life, you will eventually understand that I do deserve a divorce party. You will, sure. And then why she left nursing? Okay, I wrote in a color pen here, so it's not so clear. Because I wanted to write few points that I'd like to stress. I wrote some of the points that I felt I heard for the first time in that podcast, in the whole entire time of knowing Owamie. I did not watch all her videos. Maybe she may have said this in some of her videos, but it must be those videos that I did not get to watch, where she was explaining why she left nursing. She stresses that her mother wanted her to be the nurse, the doctor. Sorry, the mother wanted her to be the doctor because she, the mother, was a nurse, and you know, nurses always admire doctors, and I think not even one nurse would want their child to be a nurse. You want your child to be better than what you are. So she went in there trying to be a doctor. Unfortunately, she was not admitted into MBCHB. She had to be admitted into first year of, what do you call this, BSc, and they told her that she will change once she can manage to get first year of BSc, because they normally say first year of BSc and first year of MBCHB are the same, only to find that in most cases, like all the people that I've known to have started a BSc first year, many of them had to either repeat to do the first year of MBCHB, and many just gave up. So she is one of the people that ended up giving up the BSc, but then went into the nursing field at Medunsa, and then she get into the nursing. She did the nursing first year and maybe second year, and then sometime along the mother got sick. Now at one stage she tried to be honest with the mother and tell the mother that I do not want to be a nurse anymore, and the mother got very angry at her for 2 weeks until she decides to go and re-register. That's when mother got better, and unfortunately she got sick, and the final straw for Owamie was that mother, who is a nurse, who has been working with these people who are supposed to be her colleagues, when she was sick, there was a time when she was dizzy, and with Owamie's background knowledge by then in the nursing care, she had asked them to strap her mother on the bed. They didn't do it. They allowed her freedom of movement, and she lost balance. She fell from that high bed and she cracked her skull. So that is one of the things that drove her to say, if you as nurses can do this to one of your own, I do not want to be like this.
So I really hated it. And then 2012, I remember just telling my mom, beginning of the year, Mom, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't like this, you know. And obviously at that point, I realized being a doctor, you have to work with sick people anyway. So clearly this is not what I want, you know. I told my mom, and my mom didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks until I went back to school and
And you're 21 in 2012.
In 2012,
2011,
I
you're
was
21.
22.
22.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So I had to go back and after that, my mom was so my mother and I, we had this plan that everything is going to go well, Then 2013 she passed. I walked away. Like I walked away with no plan, nothing. I just walked away. Because especially also there was something that happened about my mom and how she passed. So just a little bit.
Please. Yeah.
You know, when my mom was in the hospital, she fell, crushed her skull, and that was the same day that she passed, just a few hours after that. So I was like so angry. My mother dedicated her life literally to helping people. And in her last hour, the same nurses that were supposed to be her colleagues, like they let her down because she wasn't fully there. She wasn't okay. And I remember like the night before, I had told the nurse to say, please strap her in, because I had seen that she was actually sort of like having panic attacks. And so they didn't do that, and unfortunately she fell. And I personally do believe that had it not been that she fell and had a skull crushed at the back, maybe she would have still been alive. And so
she wouldn't take it anymore. So, and then one other thing is that Mr. B at the time said was okay with her leaving nursing, promising her that he will take care of her and the sisters. And we know that story that he did. But being a hustler that she is, she felt she had to help him. Now, coming to this Zulu guy. Hey man, the Zulu guy, the Zulu ghost guy, man. The Zulu ghost guy was like, he thought he can, First of all, like I said, he said he is traditional Zulu guy. Guys, men who are traditional. I like how Owamie handled him. She kept her cool, but she spit points. She was like spitting fire, but without being angry, without losing control, without losing temper. Hey, Owamie did put that guy to his place. Not that he didn't try. He tried. Actually, this guy, in my own understanding, he wanted Owamie to feel like it is her fault that her husband cheated. She was now too up there. It's like she was now the man of the house. Even when Owamie tried to tell him that, you know what, I even gave him the card, and he was like finding fault. He was trying to find fault in even that. Actually, in everything that Owamie was saying. Hey man, I like how she handled him. So I'll give you an example. Actual example of how he handled him.
So you said Kaleni, he was paying rent, buying electricity, and adlale ney'tokfela. Bona bosebenza ngaleso sikhathi.
That's when I was working on YouTube, yes.
You were working on YouTube. Wena ngemali yakho bowenzani?
Like the car that was bought, that was my money. My money was because it was coming in as a lot. It was buying the bigger stuff. So if it's a couch that has to be swiped, maybe the couch is like 20 grand. It's my card. The land is more expensive. We actually had to bring in TLBs. It's my money that has to be.
So yena ubenza lokuncane ezindoda yasekhaya, inhloko yekhaya, bebhadala lokuncane, wena bobhadala okudurayo.
Yes, but remember it's him that was paying because he had the card.
Paying with your money. But with your money.
Yes.
Awucabangi lokho ukuthi kwenzane emntwini wesilisa. Like sometimes ezinye izinto kuma relationship kuyafuna ukukhulunywa ngazo. Uyang understand ukuthi me as inhloko yekhaya, mina ngami ngidoda omZulu. And I'm very traditional. So me and as inhloko yekhaya, umkhulu wami used to say, you were created to provide and to protect women You understand? So if I get a woman and I can't provide, I can't protect, ngengifile ukuthi enough kuleyo ndoda, kuleyo
I'm a man enough.
I'm not a man enough to that woman. You understand? Obviously, maybe ngingaba nawe because ngiyakuthanda, but kunento engifuna ukuthi ngiyifile. Ngifuna ukufeel ukuthi ngiyindoda. Ukuthi I use ukuthi I have money, but the money is not mine. I don't make that money. You understand? Angiyisebenzelanga leyo mali leyo. Leyo nto leyo iyodwa ngokwami mina ukubona. Iyodwa leyo nto leyo. Umuntu wesilisa iyamlimaza. Umuntu wesilisa ukhuliswe ekhaya eliqotho. Iyamlimaza umuntu wesilisa. It's dangerous kakhulu leyo nto leyo.
But don't you think umuntu wesilisa should then go and make more money if iyamlimaza leyo nto? Because remember the first thing that I'm going to tell you. I never made the rules. Well, my card pays for this, his card pays for that. So let's say we're buying a couch that costs 20,000 rands, and when your salary, for an example, that's not how much you made. Let's say your salary is 5,000 rands. Does it really make sense that you're gonna pay 5,000 rands and then take 15,000 rands from the other account? No, it makes sense to take 20,000 from the other account and pay, and then the 5,000 is going to cover the other stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's him that made that system, not me. And it's a system that honestly made sense. Do you understand?
You make more money, you pay bigger stuff.
Exactly. You understand? But the card was with him. And that's the part of a problem that I actually have with I'm a traditional man. You understand? Because if you're a traditional man enough and you feel your responsibility is to provide, then provide. Because you are now not going to expect me to quit my job. You are now not going to expect me to dim my light for you to be comfortable.
So when awucabanga ukuthi wena as YouTuber or lokho kwenza ukuthi standard self yakho singafani standard self yakhe. Umuntu we-TV, umuntu owaziwayo, wonke umuntu ufuna ukukubona, umuntu ekubona ufuna ukushaya isithombe nawe. So kumele uhlezi on point. Kumele uhlezi usendaweni ezi-right. Kumele uhlezi ugqoke kahle. Yena unomsebenzi omholelanga uhola ka-12 a year. Wenza imali yena ngonyaka uyithola ka-12. Wena you make money all the time and wenza imali eningi. You understand? Lokho kwenza ukuthi standard sakho sibe phezulu and then umuntu wakho and as umuntu wakho akumelanga abukeke umuntu ongazathi kumele ni balance. You understand? So lokho kumenza ukuthi sometimes asabe ukwenza ezinye izinto or asabe ukusho ezinye izinto ku relationship. And as indoda ngoba kade ngisho indoda yesintu. You understand? Sakuthanda ukuba control ku relationship. Nase kunjalo uyindoda engena control ku relationship and uyakudinga ukuba ne control. Uyakudinga ukushaya umthetho uthi hayi ukuthi akwenzeke. But nase kukanjalo wakune power yakhe ekhathiwe. Awucabanga ukuthi lokho kuzokwenza ukuthi ayifune somewhere leyo power leyo. Awucabanga ukuthi bekuyinto wena maybe ukuthi ekhaya abantu abadala nikhuluma nabantu abadala or as in manje people are making this money and you're using my money. Imali yakhe akusiyo imali yakhe. Asizama ukwenza iplan ukuthi nawe wenza imali.
You can't help the helpless. And it's not my responsibility because I remember I'm not your mother. I'm your wife. And most women die in that. I will never ever change a man. That's why I will never date a broke man. I'm not even in secret with that. I will not. Because into engayifuna ukuthi is someone that is going to want to come and try dim my light. Try close my voice. Yonke into uyikhulumayo, it makes sense. And that's the way he was thinking after I realized and I was like, there's no reason even for this man.
So angitshele nawushada bathi communication is a key. So when nawubona ukuthi you making 4 times what he's making, it makes him uncomfortable or it put pressure on him. Ubonile lokho?
No. I didn't see that it was any pressure for him. Number one, I feel like as a woman, obviously, you know your man, you know your partner, not just as a woman, you know your partner. And so what I did was I took my bank card and I gave it to him. So I didn't have money. As much as I'm making money, money is coming to an account. He had that card. I had a card of his that never had money. Ngisho, even when I wanted 100 rands, bengicela from my own money. Baby, can I please have 100 rands? I need to buy roll on. Okay, baby, I'll transfer 100 rands to my account. And then he will see, because it will reflect on him, but he has the card. So for me, as you said, like maybe something that people don't know, I left him everything.
Yeah.
I left him the car. I left him the land. I did not touch a cent from his pension fund. I did not touch a thing. I told him, keep everything. I'll build from scratch. I don't have a problem with that. You understand? Because it wasn't about the money. I'm not a very materialistic person. As much as I've seen some people saying, oh, I'm a worships man. If that's how you want to view it, sharp. One thing about me, I respect money.
Yes.
Because if you don't have money, that attracts disrespect, and I hate disrespect.
Hey, that interview is nice. I really do wish everybody can go and watch that interview, and also let us support the illegal podcast. It has a potential of being big. Let the podcast in our country be big, guys. We can really take notes from all this. It's nice. And there's a lot that you can get from that interview that I did not manage to screen grab. And yeah, I don't even want this interview, this video to be long. So I just want to say that Owamie said something very, very important there. That sometimes, particularly traditional men, expect women to dim their lights so much. You shouldn't shine in their presence. You must dim your light. So, and this is true. If you can watch Owamie's videos during the time when she was living with the husband, compare them to now, you see a whole lot of a difference, because she stopped trying to dim her light just to match up the dullness of the guy. And so many women are stuck in their marriages. They are dimming their lights because now they don't want to shine far better than their husbands. Whatever they do, they think of their husbands. And of course, the reason why I make these videos, because I do relate with this, because I am one of those women who were dimming their light. My ex-husband, if wherever he is, he can see me now, he knows that I was not always like this. My light was dimmed so much. I became someone else, totally someone else, after I split with him. And I discovered a lot about myself. And I really do believe that this goes to many, many women. And when she mentions that when she bought her first SUV, she thinks that if she was still married to him, she was going to prefer it to be written in his name. Like, instead of saying, congratulations, Ms. Nechiba Zulu, it was going to be either, congratulations, Mr. Hlongwane, or congratulations, the Hlongwanes.
Let me tell you something. The me you see today is not the me I was when I was with that man. You should go to my old videos and see I've upgraded 10 times.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Not that I couldn't do the things that I'm doing now when I was with him. Free State was a lot cheaper. Joburg is a lot more expensive. But in Joburg, I use more expensive perfume. I go skin treatments now. Whenever I want to do a hairstyle, I change. My nails are always on par. That's the standard that I want for myself. You understand? But when I was with him, I had to be dimmed. I'll give you an example of something that really literally broke my heart. And it was December of 2020, I left Free State. March of 2021, I bought my SUV. It was my very first brand new car.
The one he cheated in.
Never. Woo!
No, that's not the
He
one.
cheated in the Peugeot,
In the Peugeot,
which I
hey.
gave him. Like, hamba nayo. You know,
Could
no.
I go cheat,
No, he has never been in my SUV. No.
Sure.
He will never be. And in that paper, they wrote, "Congratulations, Miss Nechiva Zwauru."
Chihuahua.
And because of my mind, you know, it's still fresh. In my mind, I still knew that had it been that I was still married to him, I would have rather said they should write his name. I don't know if it was even accepted or not, or they would have just said, "Congratulations, the Shongwanes." I would have made sure, because that's how much I constantly had to be tiptoeing around his ego. And that is something I will never ever do.
Yeah.
If you want to be in Doda, you want to provide, you want to do whatever, then be man enough for me. Because there are women out there that are not as ambitious as me. Go for those ones. Don't try for an ambitious woman and try gun her down. Allow men that are on a higher level to go for women that are on a higher level. We're not playing with your level. It's not a problem. There are women that are comfortable staying home, not working. Abafuni, they don't even want to hear about work. Even if you bring home 2,000 rands, she will manage it because that's what she wants. She's comfortable staying in a back room. She lives a comfortable life. If that is the type of woman you want, go for that woman.
Go for them.
So awungitshele wena awucabanga empilweni yakho ukuthi ube nomthelela, ube ne-impact ukuthi uzobe ube la ukhona njengamanje.
No, he
because
did, and
when
I've
you
always
met,
said it.
bewusebenza, bowungasi YouTube, bowu-teacher or something.
Yeah, he did.
Nurse, I mean.
He did a lot. Even when I was starting my YouTube channel, he would hustle literally to our friends. Like, we come from poverty.
Yeah.
When I say poverty, when I started my YouTube channel, I think I was the poorest YouTuber in South Africa.
Something like that. Whereas it's your money that has bought that car at that time. And I remember that the end of our marriage, I had nothing in my name. Nothing. From the house, yes, when you go and apply for the bond, it was a joint bond there. But the statement, when it comes, okay, at least the bank was expecting us that much to bring the statement in both our names. But things like the tax and the rates and taxes, we were calling his name. The cars, were calling his name. Almost everything, whether it's the couches, whether they were coming from my money, because like I said, his money used to do everything else, and then my money, I would be like, because he gave me that leeway to buy anything I like. I would be able to buy couches for cash, because it's like there is enough money to do every other thing from his money. And then my little one, I'll decide, okay, what upgrade can I do with this? But it would be in his name. And so many women are doing that even now, which is not bad, but you'll never know your potential until you detach from that person. And we do not wish everybody to detach like us. But some of us are trying to live out here, and some of us have discovered ourselves anew after leaving our husbands. And by no means we're saying women should be like us. Never. Everything has got its ups and its downs, and everything has got its benefits and no benefits. Believe me, it's nice to be single, but there are times when you feel like, nope, I rather this pass. So please, no. Thank you. That was my commentary on that. Does not have to be long. There's a lot that is in that podcast. Please go watch it, and please subscribe and support the Illegal Podcast. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like, if you liked this video, leave a comment in the comment section and set the notification bell for next time. Thank you. Bye bye.